everyone, welcome back to Rolling Across the Pond. I'm using wireless headphones, so I feel really out of place, but welcome to the Meta Games, where we play random games and in this awkward building where they transport us into these weird games to play, and my daughter's here, as you just heard. Hopefully that you enjoy that. So what we're gonna do is we're all gonna just enter this dome, and I'm gonna take a seat this time, and I think someone else is gonna come in and GM.
Hello, I am Davida, and I will be your GM, or Goat Master, because we are playing the one-page RPG called Goat Crashers by Grant Howitt, and we are all going to be playing goats who are trying to crash a party, and that party just so happens to be located in Hobbiton at Frodo and Bilbo's birthday party.
Woo!
All right, so I will go over the rules really quick just so you guys can get an idea of how this works. It is a very simple RPG where you play a cheeky little goat and all you want to do is party. The problem is the party is being held by hobbits who don't want their goats to ruin it. Although, you know, hobbits are very accepting. So you guys may have this a little bit easier than you may have if this were hosted at a fancy ball. But anyway, we've got a hobbit party. We've got goats. The goats have to try and get into the party somehow. And you all play different types of goats. Then the different types of goats, they all want to do something, or they have a favorite thing to do. And when they go to this party, they have a certain thing that they want to do. I've had my players roll to see what kind of goat they are, their favorite thing, and what they want to do. I have changed a few of the things in this. So if you look up this RPG online, you'll see that it may be a little bit different than what we are doing, because I've altered it a little bit to be more hobbity and also to be less demony. And yeah, so I've changed the satanic goat to a Yule goat. All right, and then the actions that you do at the party are slightly different from the ones that are provided. So I'm going to go ahead and let my players introduce themselves and tell me what type of goat you are, what your favorite thing is to do, and what do you want to do at this party. Also, yeah, what's your goat name?
Hello, I am Jesse. I am gonna play Pack. He's a pygmy goat, and he likes headbutts. I don't know if that means he likes to headbutt or he likes getting headbutted, but I'm gonna go with headbutting. My goal in this is to eat cake.
Right. Jesse makes fun of me all the time about how horrible these are, and then he does it perfectly. Next, right after him. Hello, my name is Luke. I'm going to be playing Billy Antoinette, who is a fainting goat who loves to eat stuff and is wanting to just, eat cake.
Okay. Let them eat cake, right? Okay.
Hello, I am Martin Freegoat, the Yule Goat.
Yo ho ho!
My favorite thing to do is stand on top of stuff. My goal at this party is to recreate the events of The Hobbit.
Yes.
So Isaac has the easy one, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Do your best to interpret that as you will. I will be very lenient, and in this, you don't have to include everything from The Hobbit. If it's just elements of it, that is acceptable. There's no losing this game, pretty much. I mean, I guess you could lose if you got kicked out of the party, but
You lose if you don't have fun.
yeah, exactly. You lose if you don't have fun. So the actions that you guys are doing, you're going to be rolling d6s. When you do something risky, you must roll 2d6, but you may add 2d6s if your goat skill ties in with the action. So if you're a big pygmy goat, that means you're small. And so if something you're doing is being small or squeezing to a small area or anything that has to do with being small, I will give you an extra 2d6 for that. All right, Yule Goat has, the skills involved with that are basically Santa. If you have done any, if you know anything about Yule goats from the Scandinavian tradition for Christmas, is kind of like the goat is kind of basically Santa. So any holiday spirit, anything, if you try and do an action, try and incorporate Christmas in somehow. I don't even know if there's Christmas in this in Lord of the Rings, but we're going to make it. So, and then our fainting goat. If you faint or include fainting somewhere in your action, I'll give you extra 2d6. So and you get 2d6 normally, an extra 2d6 if you use your skill type, and add another 2d6 if you're doing your favorite goat thing. And then
a quick question. Can we incorporate our skill after failing? Like if we're like, oh yes, I want to eat this cake, and then it's like, you're one off. It's like, I faint into the cake. Like
no, you have to tell me beforehand that you're going to faint into the cake. But you guys may help each other. So in order to get a success, you must roll a 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, or 6 is a success. Anything below that is a fail. And this is opposed by the chaos pool, which I will mention in just a bit. Yeah, so each obstacle you encounter will have a difficulty of a certain amount, and you have to have a certain amount of successes. You have to roll a certain amount of successes to complete to achieve the difficulty that you're trying to do, whether it be sneaking in somewhere, blending in, stealing something. Those will be the different difficulties, and they will have a certain number that you have to complete. And then if you do something, so if you only get one success or you don't roll any successes, the situation will get a little bit worse. Hobbits may start figuring out that there's goats at this party, and so I will talk about how things might start going south, and the other goats may have to help you out so that you don't get kicked out of the party. And then when something loud or disruptive happens, if you do something loud or disruptive, I will add a dice or 2 to the chaos pool, and so each dice in here will represents how suspicious the hobbits are at this party, and I will roll the chaos pool when you guys do something risky. And if you don't have as many successes as the chaos pool, then something may happen to the goats because people have realized that there are goats here, right? But once per session, each goat can party hard and access the power of the chaos. So you may take, when you do this, you may take the dice that I have in my chaos pool and add them to your now unopposed pool. So when you're rolling, you will be able to have all the extra dice that were in the chaos pool, and you may all party hard one time. And it's unopposed because there are no other dice in the chaos pool at that point. All right. Are there any questions?
I have a quick question of with the chaos pool.
Yes.
So is that like the end of your game if you use that to party hard? Because it's the one and done, right? That's it.
Yeah. Well, you get to use the chaos pool once, and and that will deplete the dice in my
so it's just
chaos pool,
to kind of help with that.
It can replenish.
Okay.
After that, but it would start from 0.
So that's not the end of the game when like.
No. Right.
Okay.
So the chaos pool is at 0 right now because nothing's happened. All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. You are warped into this game where you are now become goats. You are owned by the Gaffer. So that's Sam Gamgee's dad, old Gaffer. You're his goats. So he lives right next to Bilbo, who right next to where the party is happening. You are in an enclosure or paddock, I should say, and you see a lot of preparations happening. There are barrels being delivered. There's lots of hobbits walking around, setting up for a grand party. There's flags going up, a sign, lots of preparation happening. And you begin to suspect that there is a celebration happening. And you decide that you want to get into this party. So as the partygoers start arriving, what do you want to do?
How tall is our enclosure?
I would say taller than you, probably
Okay.
about 4'3", something like that.
Do we have an equivalent of like a little goat house, like a little dog house?
Oh my goodness, that would be adorable.
No, you don't have a goat house.
So it's just a
But-
pin.
It's mostly just a pen.
Okay.
Yeah, that you're in. There are hay. There's like hay in there that's like your food. Unfortunately, they're not like right next to the gate because the old gaffer was smart enough to realize that goats can escape by climbing up hay bales. So the hay bales are kind of like in the middle of the paddock, as well as like your watering trough and other enrichment toys. such as balls.
Immediately, Pack is just gonna try and headbutt this gate. Like, just going straight for it.
All right. And the difficulty level, what you have to beat, is 3 successes.
3 success. I got nothing.
Okay, so you run your head into this gate and you fall over. you don't break the gate open.
And I just Wah! And just bang, and that was amazing. Just even just the fact that I did it was great, guys. Did you all see that? That was great.
Made a nice jingle on the chains, on the chain link.
I'm gonna say this because you wear pygmy goat and you're a little bit small.
Yeah, that's right. It's tiny.
Yeah, I'm tiny on the outside.
All right, what else do you guys are trying to do?
What? I don't know if it's just because Isaac mentioned it. Is the chain link? First of all, is it existent? Is there a chain holding stuff?
Yeah, what kind of
It is
pin are we in?
like a wooden type fence with kind of similar to like what a picket fence would be like. It's not it's not like a white fancy one, but it's got like wood slats like that. So there's you would be like if you're trying to like squeeze through small things, it would be too small to squeeze through any like of the panels. It would be
Even
like
for me?
Yeah.
But it's just we have to figure out how to like lift it and then open it.
Oh, the latch? Are you talking about the latch?
Yeah. Are we able to? Is it just that it requires solving? Like
that could be an option. Yeah, you could try and solve the locking mechanism on the gate.
Pack, you know what's cooler than headbutting the gate head on?
What's that?
Headbutting this bale of hay over next to the wall so I could jump on it and jump out of here.
You don't have to ask me twice, and just run over and try to headbutt again.
Okay. Yes, it is a big hay bale, so you have to be able to push it all the way to the gate. So I'm going to say,
Can I help him?
Yes, you may help. So the difficulty to push this heavy hay bale over to, you have to have 4 successes, and you may both roll.
Okay.
I think Isaac can roll probably 2d6 because his specialty is jumping on stuff, but you can roll 4.
Nice. Oh, I have 3 successes.
I have 1 success.
Yes!
Okay. So you manage to push this hay bale to the edge of the paddock.
Yay! I want to jump on it and try to jump out.
I'm gonna say that in order to jump over it, like it still takes some dexterity. So I would say you have to roll. It's much easier now. So I'm just gonna say 1 success. That you guys must each roll 1 success in order to jump over this fence.
Do I get extra d6 because of?
You do, yes. Isaac.
Yeah.
Everyone else gets 2d6.
I got 2 successes.
Okay, you make it over the fence. Woo!
I immediately shout for Martin. No, wait for me. I'm tiny. I pushed this for you. And I try to jump after him. I got 1 success.
All right, you make it over.
Yeah.
Okay, Billy Antoinette.
Yeah, so Billy walks over and goes, "Ugh, so uncivilized and jumping. You can easily just walk. Oh no, my frail footing has failed me. How embarrassing." And he faints, just in a very dramatic, like, Southern Belle kind of way. Like, oh no, I have failed. And faints.
You're fainting on the hay bale, or?
No. I failed. So I'm gonna faint so that I can next time do it with 4.
Okay.
You guys go ahead. I'll catch up.
All right, so
Martin, we must wait for Billy.
I was about to yell, Gandalf! I was just like, wait, I'm doing the Hobbit.
And as you're laying on the ground looking up at the sky, you see a smoke ship fly through a ring in the sky.
Now I can see a coat.
I want to, as the ship goes by, I want to narrate it, but of course it's just going to be a bunch of goat screeches. Just, you guys are like, you could talk normal to us, no?
Okay.
Do we know, like, Gandalf and, like, the Hobbit by name, or?
You would know. I would say yeah. Well, you wouldn't know Gandalf by name, but you would know Bilbo and
Okay.
Sam and Frodo.
Okay.
And the Gaffer, of course, by name.
Okay.
Gandalf is just the wizard. You guys know him as the wizard.
Do we know Sam?
Sam, yes, you know Sam. You wake up from your faint, you see the ship flying over, and then what do you want to do? You want to try again?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you four dice. You still have to get one success. Since you just fainted, I will let you have an extra 2.
And like all of them are successes. So this time it's like, fine, I'll just. So he does it like he's still like being pompous and like fancy. Like I'm still not gonna jump, but I'll come. Whatever. And follows with him. It's like, let us eat cake.
Billy, you made it! You made it, Billy!
Gestures to the party. Just yeah.
Okay, you have now all made it over the paddock gate, but so that just means you've escaped your paddock. But there is still difficulty of getting into the party. There is a steep hill because it's a hobbit hill, and on the left there's a lot of bushes and a hedge around it. There's a party tree, and then there's a lake on the right. So and right in front of you, right where the entrance of the party is a gate. Bilbo has invited a select number of hobbits to his party and doesn't want hobbits sneaking in that weren't invited. There is a hobbit at the gate checking invitations to make sure that there were hobbits. The hobbits that are coming in were on the guest list. So there's people coming into the party right now. You hear Bilbo saying, hello, Fatty Bolger, lovely to see you. Welcome. He's talking to the hobbits that have come. What do you want to do?
Is there any like whipped cream or like cake outside, like somewhere where he wouldn't see, but I would be able to get it?
No, all of that is within the fence, within the party lawn, I would say. Any types of preparation materials. There's lots of tents. You see lots of tents and lights.
Is there coat, like, you know, like when dealing with like farm animals, they have like I don't know, coats, and like some have like gloves or something like that. Is there like coat, like a raincoat, or I guess it's not raincoat.
Are you talking about like us raiding like the coat check?
Well, or just getting something to where we can do we can stack.
Oh, I see. The 3 goats and a trench coat type thing. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
There's not a jacket coat or a coat check because the hobbits are outdoors, and so that if it's cold, they actually want their jackets on. But the Gaffer's house is right behind you if you want to try and get into his house.
Quick question. I know I'm the Yule.
Yule goat, yes.
So am I straight up just a Santa goat? Can I pull out a sack of disguises?
I would have to have you roll for that. You can have a sack, but I think what you pull out will depend on how many successes you get.
All right.
I love it. Hey Martin, where'd you get the stack?
Oh, I've had this since the beginning. Don't you remember?
Right. Okay.
Hey, you must have hit your head on that gate real hard.
It's not the only thing I hit my head on, and I just run into the nearest like bush or something.
All right, so it's not my favorite thing to do, but it is my type of goat. Do I still get extra dice?
You do get extra dice. So since that is your skill is basically being Santa or the holiday spirit or whatever like that. So so you do get four dice. And if you stand on something, I'll give you 6 dice.
Ooh, I'll really like to stand on top of something.
Okay, there is a stump, like someone cut down a tree
Oh yes.
a long time ago.
I want to jump on top of it and then like set my sack on the ground and then just like reach my face in and just bite whatever's there and toss it towards the gang.
Okay, so I would say in order to get the a coat that is large enough for 3 goats to hide inside of, you will have to roll. Let's say that you've got a lot of stuff in this thing, so it's got to be 5 successes.
Out of 6.
5 out of 6.
Can I help somehow, some way? I don't
Yes,
know.
you can help. I'll give you 2 extra dice if you hold the bag for him.
Okay, I'll hold the bag. I'm using my head. I'm using my head to do it. Doesn't give me a bonus. I just want to use my head.
Okay.
I got 1 success.
I got 2 successes.
Oh.
Okay, so you reach inside and you pull out, I'm gonna say like a children's like waistcoat.
Well, we are kids.
Like and this waistcoat it's big enough for 1 goat to wear.
Okay.
Me? My size?
It might be a little bit big on you.
Oh.
We could put him in the pocket.
Yeah, just drop me in the pocket.
You want to roll again? You can, to see if you can pull anything else out.
Can I roll or something to see if I can find a small hole in the what's his name? The guy, the farmer, our owner's house?
Yeah, old Gaffer. Yeah.
Old Gaffer.
You want to see if there's a hole in his house?
Yeah, something that I can fit into. See if I can get into the house.
I'm just gonna say there's a big round door and there's small windows on either side of the doorway, and one of the windows is open. It's pretty small, but you could fit into it if you could find your way up to it because you're too short to just jump through it.
Hey Billy, hey, we can find something more, or I don't know what Martin's doing, but we can if you stand underneath this window and look amazing. I want to see you in this light. Can I see that first? Can you just stand over here?
Do not tempt my soul so much. I will do his wish. There you go.
And I try to jump on top of him to jump onto the window.
and just without even realizing it, he's like trying to gesture with one hand as if to do the Macbeth. Like, bathe me in your fine glory, thou son. There you go.
And as he's ready to go, I just jump on him and try to jump on the window.
Okay, so you get 2, but Luke is helping. Billy is helping you. So it's 4, and the successes you need is 2. So you need 2 successes to get through the window.
Okay. No, I didn't get a success.
Can I say I saw some jumping and I want to join in?
Yes, you may join in.
And it's my favorite thing.
I'm nice and small. So I hit the window.
How about okay, sure. You basically jumped on him and kind of like but you kind of aimed wrong and you ran into the door instead, or you hit the door.
Yeah, I like that.
I got 2 successes.
So Martin, how did you help Pack get through this window?
As he was falling, I just leapt up and like grabbed him between my teeth and just like yanked forward, and we both went sailing. It was like a super slow-mo moment where like he looks up at me, I look down at him, and I'm like I give him a wink, and we're just like it feels like forever, even though like Luke's goat is still out there posing, and it only happened in the span of like a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, so... and I just give like the cheesiest smile of yes.
Sorry,
what glory how thou hast stolen from me, you with such beauty and such tempestry. And he like fades out of pure like, this is pure awesomeness, like, but in an old English kind of way, and just faints.
Okay, so Pack goes flying through the window, and as Martin is still like leaping, he kind of hits the door as well. You kind of make a little bit of a ruckus because there's a sound of like goats flying through windows, hitting doors. I feel like you're kind of had less accuracy, so you may have broken part of the window that was open when you went through it. So I'm going to add 1 dice to the chaos pool.
Scary.
Because you made some noise, and the hobbits who are nearby at the party heard a sound.
Sure.
They don't suspect anything yet, but
Billy,
What thouest need?
you greatest of us thespians, grab that children's coat, and if someone wonders why there was too much sound, just pretend you were a drunk hobbit that ran into the wall.
Playing a part. As if I was born to play this role, I shall do it. For you, my friend, my muse.
all right. Pack, you are now inside of the old gaffer's house. What do you like to do?
Basically, look for something to wear. either any of us or all 3 of us can fit in or something.
Okay, so you're right at the entryway. There is a coat rack, and,
Okay.
and you do see a coat, but it's one of those standing coat racks, the one that's got like, it's like a tripod. It's got a cloak that's hanging on it. It's got an umbrella and like a walking staff, and they're all like on this coat rack. And there's also a
Okay.
hat on the top of the coat rack.
Ooh. Okay.
It's kind of like a bowler hat, a little bit.
How high is the door handle?
You can't reach it. I mean, you might
Okay.
be able to touch it with your mouth if you jumped.
What if he stood on my back?
But
He's
you're not inside.
and you're not inside. You were not big enough.
Oh, I
to fit
thought
through.
I thought I made it inside
Oh,
too.
no.
No, it's a
the
small
window-
hole.
the
It was
window
a
was
small
just-
window.
Yeah, it was a small window. You kind of hit the like you hit it, and I think like some
Oh,
of the,
yeah,
the
I'm-
glass broke.
My
when you hit
face
the
is the
window.
one that broke it.
Yeah, yeah, it was just, yes. Or one of your horns or something.
So I think, okay, can I wager this? Because I'll be rolling 4 if what I'm about to say. So if I get 4 successes, could I like knock all the things down and not make a noise, or like make a minimum noise in the house? If I get all 4
I'm
successes?
gonna say in order to knock the coat rack down, you only need 1 success. But if you're inside now, and
Yeah.
I don't think it will actually make as much noise as you might think it is.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna
Okay,
say
then-
you need 1 success to knock it over.
then I will headbutt it.
Okay, so roll your 4 dice. I don't know why I didn't give you 2 extra dice for getting through the window. Sorry, Jesse. I just realized.
No,
you're
I
small,
didn't.
so-
I didn't headbutt though. That's the thing. I just.
But
jumped.
you used your smallness.
Oh,
and I
I
should have
did
given
use
you-
my smallness. Yes.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's alright.
my mistake. My first time GMing, so
I got all successes.
all success. Okay, wow. So yeah, you definitely knocked this coat rack down, and you also see a pair of spectacles that were inside the inside of the coat. Sorry, the coat pocket fall out, and there was also like a handkerchief in another pocket, and so those things all kind of tumble out of the coat. And as you're knocking the coat rack down, it also hits a box off of a shelf, which then lands near you. It's just like like maybe a crate that had some slippers in it,
Ooh.
and that was
Okay.
that fell down.
Can I just start chucking these things through the window? Like, with my mouth?
You know what? Not slippers in it, because hobbits don't wear shoes.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna say it was gardening tools that fell out of the
Okay.
the box. Okay. Yeah, you can start throwing stuff through
Do
the
I need
window.
to roll for stuff?
Yeah, I would say you probably gotta roll 2 successes to throw the things through the window.
Well,
And
I
you
gotta
can-
get-
I'll help just to be like stealth it, like be like playing like I'm playing ball and I've accidentally dropped it, and this was definitely a ball and not a gardening tool here. That's what this noise was, but just to help him do it like successfully and stealthily.
You know what's better than playing as a child that dropped their ball? Playing as a hobbit on a grand adventure.
That's beautiful. he's just here on the other side of the wall. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I only got 1 success.
Okay, so you throw it and it lands on the windowsill and kind of dangles on both sides of the windowsill. So
What did I throw first?
I don't know. That's up to you.
I was thinking throwing the cane first, because then, if anything, they could start catching the things on the cane.
Okay. the cane hooked onto the windowsill. It's hanging off of the windowsill on the other side. Like, so it made it through mostly, but it's still too high for you just to reach up and grab it. The goat's on the other side. You can roll again if you want to.
I'm gonna keep throwing things. No successes that time.
Okay. You're having some struggles getting the things out of the window. Do you want to find another way to get things out?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll just, I don't know, roll to see if I can find another place.
Can we look outside as well?
Yeah, you guys can look around. I mean, there's pretty much just the one entrance, though. So there's and the windows. But there was a crate that landed on the ground.
Yes, that's right. Can I headbutt the crate to the door?
Yes, I say you can do that. I'm
Awesome.
just gonna, that'll be a success. But you still have to get the door open.
Oh, can I, like, I don't know, I guess I have to jump and get the handle still? I'm still that small.
If you're standing on the box, you can reach the handle.
Okay,
but-
then I didn't, oh.
But I think it might be a little bit difficult for you to get your mouth around the doorknob and turn it. So that is, you'll need 2 successes to do that. And you get to roll.
Come on, successes. Only one success.
There might be a little bit of a trick to this door. I'm gonna, if you headbutt instead of use your mouth, you can try and headbutt the doorknob. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll start.
It's kinda like-
I'm basically just gonna go full force this time and just try and.
I'll give you 2 more. I'll give you
with
2
my
more
head.
dice. I'll give you 2 more dice.
Great. My head is like, I don't even know if it's aching or bleeding with all this stuff, but I'm going for it. 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, so you hit the doorknob with your head, and it kind of like it does dislodge the locking mechanism, but it also kind of dents the doorknob. So the doorknob now has an antler like shape, or not antler. What is it called? Horn mark.
Yeah, horns.
mark on
Yeah,
it. It's got like a dent in it now.
nice.
Okay, so you've managed to open up the door.
I'll take it, and they just see me, like, I push the crate on the back, and I'm just like hanging on the door and be like, I knew what I was doing. I just waiting for you guys. What took you so long?
You can't rush art, and what we're doing is art. Isn't that right, Billy?
And then suddenly the sky turns white, like it looks like daytime. There's a bright flash that goes over the party and swoops down over the lake. And Gandalf has set off the first firework.
Come on, we gotta get this. There's a coat in here. There's a hat. There's glasses. We got everything. Let's go.
I dipped on the spectacles.
The cane is now still hanging from the window,
Dang
so you don't have the cane.
I can't reach the cane, guy.
I'll take the top hat. I mean, and you didn't say it was a top hat. I don't know why I was thinking it was a top. I'll take the hat.
I'm pretty strong. I'll hold whoever's on the top.
Oh yeah, you're tiny.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he should go on top.
Why do I? Wait, no, I'm not good with talking people.
None of us are. We're goats.
Oh, right.
This is true. We only make sense to each other. This is a weird, highly.
I don't know. Samwise, you sometimes, he sits there and talks with me. I think he thinks I'm cute.
Yeah, I like Sam. He's fun. Gives us cake. It's his fault we like cake. And we're so
Yeah, that's it. It's his fault.
building lore now. But yeah. What were the costume parts that you were talking about?
So there is there's an overcoat or like a coat. Out of the coat fell spectacles and like a handkerchief, a yellow handkerchief out of one of the pockets. There is the cane that's hanging from the window, and there's like a hat, like a bowler hat type hat.
So it is large enough that it could be all 3 of us because
Oh, and there was an
the 2
umbrella.
of us and then Remy.
Yes, an umbrella.
Yeah, there was an umbrella as well.
And the hat was a top hat, or like
It was
something
like a bowler.
that you can hide a pig me in there.
No, that
Oh.
I don't think you're small enough to fit inside of a bowler hat. Not a hobbit bowler hat.
Can I try? Just
No.
separately.
It doesn't,
We're not-
it doesn't
No.
happen. It doesn't happen. You try, it doesn't happen.
Fine. Fair.
Is there like cream or anything in the kitchen or something I can grab that looks, I don't know, has consistency of like whipped cream?
You see a blanket that's like next to the couch, and it's wool, like white wool. I don't think if you looked into the kitchen, I mean, You would have to roll pretty high to find cream. I don't think that he would have
Would
that.
there be whipped cream in my bag?
You could roll for that.
I'll explain my plan so that you guys know what I'm looking for. I want to play as like Radagast, who accidentally turned into like an animal. So I was gonna get like whipped cream to be the bird poop and just be like, I'm Radagast. I'm totally just.
But
Radagast.
will we know? Will we know him?
From stories that were told of Radagast, but that was my plan. If there is something bird poop consistency, but,
You could check the bathroom to see if there's toothpaste.
I'll do
Well,
that.
he does that. I'll sift through my bag.
Okay.
How many
I'm
dice
gonna
do I
say-
get?
So you get 4 dice, and I'm gonna say, unless you stand on something, you'll get 6. And you have to roll 3 successes to find whipped cream.
Wait, I have 4.
No, you can go look in the bathroom to see if you find toothpaste. I'm giving Isaac six,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to find
4
something
dice.
to help you.
4 dice to find whipped cream in your bag.
That's 3 successes.
Okay, so Isaac looks through his bag and finds a Ready whipped cream.
Ready? Wait,
that's-
really? I guess he's Santa. He's omniscient. He's not.
Yeah.
And he finds a pressurized bottle of whipped cream.
all right.
Here you go, Billy.
Thank you. You probably know best because you're a big fan of Bilbo's stories. Is there anything else that would play the part of Radagast? Martin. Yeah.
Stick some hay in your hair.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
So, should I be playing the face?
I'm definitely not the
I-
face.
Shall I play the part, the thespian of our of our party? Shall I play the part?
I'll be the stage director.
I'm just in between them.
It's too
I'm
bad though that
I'm just
Isaac
happy to
can't
be here.
Like, it's too bad that you're the small one, Jesse, because ideally Luke would be the talker. Isaac would like standing on things. So if he were on top of you, but you're very small.
I know. I'm so tiny.
I don't know that if they all stood on top of you.
I'm strong. I'm strong enough.
I believe in you, buddy.
I could do it for at least 5 minutes.
If you could do it for a short time, you could do it for a short time, I would say. But I would have to, you would all roll together. If you guys are all working together, you would all roll together.
I think we're ready to go. Like we look.
We looked apart.
Okay. There is one more difficulty here in that you don't have an invite.
Okay.
But Radagast wouldn't. He wouldn't think of inviting Radagast to a party, because he's just some hermit. But is a close enough friend that he could be invited? He could just be let into the party.
Is
All right,
he?
so you're going to use your smooth talking skills to try and get yourself into this party. So
If not, if it doesn't work, I got another idea. It involves headbutting.
Okay.
I would like to help him by like feeding him lines that Bilbo would like, since I know his story.
Actually, that's probably the best. Is if Martin was on top, because he could just specify lines from the movie. Plus, I don't
Or the
have to
book.
get-
You know, the book
or the book
that
the
he's
books.
writing.
Yeah. And I don't have to have whipped cream on my head, and he can have the advantage of being on top of my shoulder.
Wait, no, the whipped cream is established. That is what we have now. So either we're eating it or we are using it.
So yeah, I'll let you be on top, Martin.
All right, hop hop. I'll take the hat.
all right, so
Thou hast become Atlas,
you
world to bring us cake.
you assemble your disguise: 3 goats and a coat with a bowler hat, some spectacles. Did you take the umbrella with you?
Yes.
It might rain. You never know. It is an outdoor party.
We don't have any hands. How are we gonna use this umbrella?
It could be hooked on to the jacket
the
or
middle.
onto someone's arm, or
Just put one of your little horns through like the arm. Or no, your body would be the arm.
I'd say probably both Pack and Barton could fit on top of Billy. I would
Yeah.
say you guys could probably both fit on top of him.
Billy, don't faint, okay? You're the bottom. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay focused.
The only way this actually works, though, is that Pack is actually laying down on top of it. So you're kind of underneath. You're not being stood upon, but you're small enough so you can kind of like lay on top of.
So he's
I'll take
beneath
it.
me, but on top of Billy.
Right, exactly.
So oh man, I'm in between now.
You're not getting squished because
I'm
because,
So
taller.
we're just
he's taller,
we're
right?
like an
Yes.
awkward. Oh no, I guess we're hobbit size. I was gonna say we're an awkward fat little man.
But your nose could fit through like the buttons of the like the coat basically, so you can like stick your nose through there.
I don't want to look up and I don't want to look down, so I'm definitely looking out.
Okay, so you go up and there's a hobbit checking people's invites. Bilbo's no longer at the entrance greeting people, but there is a guard or whatever there at the gate, and I'm going to say in order to get past the guard you need to have 6 successes. You have to be pretty convincing in order to get past this. So you guys are all working together. Jesse has how many you have? Are you using your smallness?
I'm using my smallness.
You get 4. You are kind of being small right in the middle right now.
Yeah.
Luke gets 2 dice.
Yeah.
Just 2. I'm sorry, I wish I could give your
It's fair.
yeah.
I played this whole character around a thespian thing, but it has nothing to do with
But
that
it has
character.
nothing to do with the things you want to do.
I'm trying to be like a small like cranky like jock little thing.
Technically, I'm the more thespian one because I want to recreate the.
Exactly.
I was thinking about that a little while ago, but
I think it's 4 dice because he's standing on
Can't-
top of you.
Can I get 6 since I'm reciting what happened in the Hobbit and I'm standing on
Oh
something?
yes, you may.
and
I'll
you're
give you
standing on
6
both
dice.
of us, so
Yeah.
technically twice. Right?
No, he's
Did
not
you know?
standing on me. No, I'm in between.
I am
you
above
guys.
him, though.
I'm small.
I have the
He's
high ground.
standing-
Oh wait, wrong series.
He is standing, and he is above you, who is something.
But
So
he's
he
not
is standing.
standing on me.
Come on, Jesse, pull it.
So you have 6 or yeah,
Yeah, I have 6.
Isaac has 6.
I have
Jesse
1
has...
success. You have to have 4.
I have 4 successes.
Oh, right. Wow, you just made it.
This guy's not gonna get headbutted.
So the hobbit at the party says, all right, invitation please.
Oh man, you hobbits really can't hold your liquor. Look behind me. Someone broke into that house, banged into the window with their cane, and stole a bunch of stuff. I'd go look into that.
It's all bleeding though, right?
I'm gonna say that he understands you because there are animals in the Hobbit that actually talk, like eagles and
Oh,
dragons.
fair.
So it does sound like a goat who's talking.
Oh man, you gotta know this, Max. This is.
He is a little bit confused why you're talking so weird.
But we get in. We rolled a 6. We rolled.
But I don't I'm not exactly sure how this ties into the Hobbit, so I may end up taking one of your dice away.
Ooh.
You can take one of my fails.
You would have to re-roll, I think, unless you're using some type of event from the Hobbit to convince your way in.
Well, they were trying to break back into the Misty Mountain, just like this person broke into that person's house.
Okay, close enough, I suppose. Okay. Close enough, I would say. All right, so this hobbit he turns around and trying to look at what you're talking about, and he notices a broken glass, and he's like, "Oh, the old gaffer! I better go tell him. There's some broken glass. His door is open.
Don't worry about it. We'll go into the party. We'll tell him. We'll tell him. Don't worry. You keep watch."
Okay.
I'm kicking Martin.
Yeah.
Thank you. And he's forgotten that you don't have an invite because of so he's a little bit flustered. He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess. All right. As long as you go and tell him that his house is open, and also have fun at the party. Drink lots of ale. It sounds like your voice is, a little bit raspy, or have a good time." And you guys successfully get past the guard. Okay, what would you like to do?
In another life, I probably would have said, "Oh yes, I am goat. I mean horse. I am horse."
Actually, here I'm going to give the setting. So once you get into the party, you've passed underneath a string of lights. you see a little like a firework that looks kind of like a tree that's blooming, and another one of Gandalf's fireworks. There's music playing. You see Frodo push Sam into the dance, and he starts dancing with Rosie Cotton. And then to your left, you hear Bilbo saying, "So there I was, surrounded by 3 monstrous trolls, and they were all arguing about how they were going to cook us and eat us, whether they were going to turn us on a spit, or whether they're going to sit on us one by one and squash us into jelly. Had so long arguing whether twos and why fours. The sun's first light cracked over the top and turned them all to stone." So you hear parts of Bilbo's story.
While he's doing that, I want to run behind him and recreate what he's narrating. Since it is my goal.
Wait a second, you're the top of us.
I was gonna say, it's 2 against 1 now. Is there cake there?
It'll be at the after
cake,
party.
Actually, you don't see a cake yet.
Oh, I'm not connected to these 2 at all. Can I try to sneak out of this coat and into like I don't know, behind a wagon that's still getting stuff?
So you want to like kind of hop out, or okay?
Yeah, I want to sneak around and look for this cake, being small.
All right. Okay, you could use your smallness to see if you could find the cake.
So I just like, don't worry, Billy. I'm gonna go, and I just kind of like slide out in between you guys, and hopefully no one notices.
You have to roll two successes.
2 successes. 2 successes.
All right. So you tumble out of the 2 goats. Now it's 2 goats in a coat. And you kind of like roll behind a barrel, and then you kind of like look around, and you see behind the tent some hobbits kind of staggering around trying to carry a giant cake on a platter. It's like bigger than them basically, and so there's a couple of them. They're trying to they're just about to walk through the party and bring the cake in.
If Pac's gonna get cake for me, this is gonna be my best day ever. I'm just gonna be that actor I was born to play with my best friend. One of my best friends. One of.
Pac like somehow inside just felt a really sharp pain in his side right there.
When he gives me cake, we'll see.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you need 4 successes to convincingly act this out behind Bilbo. Bilbo doesn't see you, but the children do. And Billy gets 2 dice. Martin gets 4 because 5. No, 6. Sorry. Martin gets 6 because he's standing on you, and also he is trying to recreate his thing. So he's trying to do the thing that he needs to do. So he gets 6 dice, and you need 4 successes
All together?
Yes, all together. So between the 2 of you.
I got 1. Sorry.
Ooh, I only got 1 too.
Okay, you're behind
No,
the.
We're playing the part of the trolls. No, come on. What are you trying to build?
Yeah. So how do you fail? Basically, how do you fail?
I think it's miscommunication. We're playing 2 different parts, but
Yes, but we're in the same coat.
yeah, one person with in quotation marks trying to play 2 different parts, but so yeah, it gets contorted.
It was supposed to be like a one-man stage show puppeted by 2 people. That's where we went wrong.
And as Bilbo says, turn them all to stone. Since you guys are trying to play 2 different parts, yeah, Martin, you fall off of Billy and you kind of tumble to the side, and a couple of the Hobbit children's shocked faces are because they just saw a Hobbit split in 2 behind you.
That's what happens when stone falls and cracks.
And I'm adding 1 dice to the chaos pool.
Oh no, the blessed hearts of the kinder, broken, shattered, hopeless. No, I have disappointed them. Thanks.
Billy, I know how we could get these kids excited again. Let's get them cake.
Let's get cake.
As the cake gets brought in to the joyous music, see it being paraded through the crowd and gets placed on top of on a table that's under the party tree. And right now you guys are a little bit closer to where the entrance is, so you have to get past the tables or sneak around through the tents. to get to the other side of the party. The stage is on the right of the party tree. The cake is on the left side of the party tree. The cake is like next to / behind where Bilbo gives his speech later on. So there's like some barrels and stuff like that. And so as you see this cake being brought in, you hear kind of behind you, you hear a hobbit says, "No, the big one, big one." And then you see a couple other hobbits like looking through, like they're opening every single bucket that they can find, and trying, they're checking, they're looking inside every single bucket, and they're not really participating in the party at the moment, but you think it is a little bit strange that they're looking at every single bucket that's in there. So what do you want to do?
Am I with these, like, in this tent with the fireworks? Or, because I still was hiding or did I follow the cake?
It is up to you. When you saw the cake get brought in,
Okay.
and then, but you heard the hobbits saying, "No, big one, big one," on the other side of you, basically.
Oh, I don't know. Can I roll something to figure out what they mean by big one, or do use my small? Just quickly, and then I'll double back to the cake.
Yes, you can see what they're doing. And use your smallness. I'd say you only need probably one success. Or two. I'll say two successes.
I got 3.
Sorry. Okay, so yes, you kind of go around you peek around the side of the tent, and you see 2 hobbits inside of Gandalf's wagon, like digging through firework, and that the one was and one of them pulls out a big firework that has a dragon head on it.
I immediately, actually, no. I'm gonna, can I headbutt the wagon in any way to get it rolling?
Yes, yeah, you could do that.
Okay, I want to do that instead and create a distraction.
Okay.
I wanted to create a distraction. But I'm still using my smallness as well to sneak.
Okay.
So they know I'm...
Alright, I'm gonna say that this is a pretty big wagon and you're a pretty small goat. Even though you are using your the thing that you like doing most, I would say you still need 4 successes to get this wagon to create a distraction.
Okay, but I get to use 6 dice, right? Because I'm using my smallness and the thing I like most.
Yes. 6 dice. Yes, 6.
Right.
6 dice. And you need 4 successes.
4 successes. I had no successes.
You headbutt the wagon, and the hobbits who are in. So you're like in the front of the wagon, they're in the back. They hear like a thunk. You fall over, and they kind of look around, thinking, "Did someone hear us?" And they grab the firework and go into the tent. All right. So there's music and dancing happening. There's people eating food all around. Gandalf setting up little firework. Bilbo's telling stories. What are you guys gonna try and do next?
Can I try to bribe the kids at the party to cause a big enough distraction so I could help Billy get Kate? And the way I'll distract him is being like, "Hey kids, I'll give you a bunch of toys if you make a bunch of loud noise and make sure no one's paying attention over here. And I'll take the toys out of my bag." And they are officially licensed The Hobbit toys.
Oh, I forgot to add another dice to the chaos pool because the hobbits heard the thunk. We're suspicious about it. Okay, so yes, you may try and get pull some toys out of your bag. I'm gonna say you need to get 3 successes.
All right.
And
how many dice
you
do I
have?
get?
You're using your Yule thing. You get 4 dice.
Okay. This is for you, Billy. I got 2 successes.
Okay, so you pull out a carrot out of your bag and like broccoli and a bunch of like vegetables, and the hobbit children see they're typical children where they don't like eating their vegetables. So I'm just gonna say they try and not pay attention to you because they don't want to be forced to eat vegetables.
Wait. So they don't like their vegetables, right?
No, they don't like their vegetables.
I still have a can of whipped cream. And you're telling me a kid's not gonna Pass that up.
And as the children are kind of like turning away from you, they're like gross or whatever. They're trying to like maybe watch the fireworks instead or something like that. They are curious about what you've got there, but I think they're also kind of like afraid of this other goat who's quoting Shakespearean or talking in Shakespearean English. You've achieved in distracting the children. None of the hobbits that you have to get past are distracted, and so they actually do kind of check out your whipped cream bottle, and they start squirting it into each other's mouths and on each other's heads and like into their hands and throwing it at each other. I'm just gonna say you don't need a roll for that. Children are going to do that anyway. So you have distracted the children, and the parents are just like, oh, that's and then a bunch more children just come in, and you hear Bilbo say, "Mrs. Bracegirdle, how nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Are all these children yours?" and so they come in and join in the whipped cream fight.
Yes.
I would say so. It's a minor distraction. But no one has realized. Yes, they are. They are. Good gracious, you have been productive. Okay, so as they're doing this whipped cream battle, you hear a kind of grumpy, evil, or a grumpy sort of voice say, "Bilbo!" And there's a couple of hobbits that look very sketchy who are looking around for Bilbo, and Bilbo kind of ducks into a tent and grabs Frodo. We'll see what happens to our goats after this ad. Welcome back from the commercial break, and so let's just jump right in. What are you guys all doing? What do you want to do? No one's really noticed there's goats yet, but they are starting to get a little suspicious. They're kind of they're just used to goats, I think, being all around them in general, so they haven't noticed the goats that are trotting around. Like they haven't started paying attention because there's still a big party happening. There's dancing, band is playing. What are you guys doing?
Probably gonna try to get the cake.
She's just gonna go for it.
Well, no, sorry. Find Pack and then get the cake together.
All right.
For me, did the hobbits leave with the fireworks?
They're in a tent.
So they're still
right
with
now.
Me in the tent.
Did you go into the tent?
Yeah, I remember I hit the wagon that was holding the fireworks.
Yes. You hit the wagon and then you went into the tent?
Oh, I thought it was in the tent. Yes.
No. The wagon is not inside the tent. No.
Okay. I won't go in the tent.
Okay.
Do I know what a firework is?
I would say you probably... Well, it depends, I guess, on how old you are. I feel like you probably would have heard about them. If
Okay.
you haven't seen it before. Well, you've seen the ones that have been going off recently. So, yeah,
Oh,
you would know
sure.
that.
I feel like the intelligence of the stuff we've accomplished so far would grant us the know-how of what fireworks are.
Yes, I believe you know what fireworks are.
I think it's innate for Jesse though. Just be like, does glass? We know about glass, right?
Okay.
Should
I'm
I
just
roll?
trying to
I
be-
roll the fireworks.
No, I know what firework is. The main reason I ask is even the hobbits were like, oh yay, the wizard's here with his firework. Like, they only see it with him, that's why I was just making sure.
Oh, yeah. But even the Hobbit children knew about Gandalf's fireworks. They've been passed down in stories.
Okay, so how far is the cake from where I am, basically? Like, would I have to do a long sneak?
Yeah, I would say it's on the other side of the table. So there's like a bunch of tables and then like a dance floor, like, or dancing area. So it's, I would say, maybe 50 feet from where you are.
Martin, you can go if you want. I'm just calculating some things.
I'm trying to see if I could reenact a scene with you getting the cake. Trying to think.
Because see, I want to help Martin reenact a scene. So I think what I'll do is I will try and find them. That's what I'm gonna peek out.
Okay, you find them. They're just on the other side of the tent.
And hey guys, are you Martin? Do you want?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want help? I can. What do you need, Billy? Why are you dropping things?
And then Pack, you get hit by a splatter of whipped cream on your forehead.
No! I must eat it. I have to. Can I try and like lick my face?
You can lick your face, yeah.
Ah, sweet. Okay, this is awesome. I love being a goat. It's so easy. I can find my friends and I can lick my own face. No rolling required.
What we could do? No, that won't work. That's not how he defeated the trolls. I was gonna say I'll sculpt the cake into Tom Burton William, and then you could defeat them. But he just defeated them by tricking them into looking at the sunlight.
Billy, do you want it? Do you have a plan to get the cake?
No, I was just thinking boorishly to just.
Why are you thinking like a boar? You're a goat.
Come on, man. And what happened to your accent? You're not as posh anymore.
I have been distracted by the existence and possibility of cake. I just can't even. Can we? Okay.
This is what we'll do. We're okay. I'll pretend to be Bilbo, and the rest of you pretend to be the dwarves at the dinner party when they first met him and they came over.
Small. You gotta get.
So then you just gotta eat. I'm pretty sure you would want to do that.
But how do we get? Who's wearing the coat? Do we get back in together?
Well, these are 3 separate roles.
Okay. Well, go to your house then, Martin. Where is your house that has the cake?
My house will be the table that actually has the cake here.
Oh, okay.
We're doing a live performance.
Do you think we'll get noticed that way?
No, they'll just be swept up in the arts of it. They'll just applaud.
If anything happens, I'll just jump on the dance floor and just dance like crazy. That'll distract people.
We'll mingle in with the kids in the whipped cream fight, so then they just think it's a bunch of kids, wink wink, that are tearing up all the food. Okay, we'll try to convince the kids to play the rest of the dwarves as well.
At this point, while he's been talking, I did kind of go closer to the kids and start licking them while he's been talking to me. But again, just straight faced, just licking their clothes. Just everything about them. Yeah, I'm totally listening to you. Yeah, okay.
Is everybody down for this plan?
Yes, once Pack is done with his elementary machinations. Let's go. Come on.
I'm already on my 3rd kid right now. Like.
All right. We just start feasting on all the food plus the cake with the kids.
Okay, but the cake is still pretty far from you guys, so you guys you're not next to the cakes.
Oh.
The cake. But there is food around you, so you can reenact that part of it, I guess.
Is it like one of those big long tables? Like, can we just make our way through all of the food?
No, unfortunately, the tables go in the opposite direction. So you can't just there's not a straight shot.
All right, kids. This is the dress rehearsal.
Are you speaking
and then we'll
your
go to the
broken
cake.
English with goat?
Yes.
To the kids.
And they're just laughing and playing because they know that you're goats, but they don't care. So
I'm literally doing what a goat would do.
Right,
anyways.
exactly.
All right, so let's try to herd these kids around us, and we'll walk towards the cake with them as like a barrier of disguise. Just be like, look at them kids playing.
How do we?
How do you get the cake?
Do you want me to circle them? Do you want me to?
Yeah, just circle and slightly push them into a circle around us.
I just start going in a circle around them. Like,
okay, this is going to be a higher roll, I think, because kids are unruly and probably not super cooperative. So,
and as I pass each child, I just keep licking. I just take one lick every time.
In order to use these kids to get you all the way to where the cake is, I would need a success of 5 successes. You guys could all roll, but
can I add 2 since we just got done with dress rehearsals?
Sure.
For reenacting the Hobbit. All right.
Pack, I add 2 because it's like leading up to cake.
Sure.
Yes. Oh, we
so you
totally
guys all
got
get
4.
You can all roll 4.
Can I get an extra 2 because I'm small and adorable and licking them?
Okay, sure.
Yes.
And I get an extra 2 because eating stuff.
Eating stuff?
You're not. I'm eating.
You're not eating anything.
Oh, what's the cake?
You're not eating.
I already.
Maybe I'm pushing a little.
I rolled 2 successes.
4 successes.
All right. So you guys can herd these children towards the cake, I guess.
because I did so well with circling, can I go in the front of them at this point while the other 2 are kind of continuously pushing the kids and
Yes,
like hold like
sure.
a stick and be like doing like a march?
Sure, you could do that. So you're all dancing along to the music and marching through the crowd as these children are surrounding you and playing, and the other hobbits are kind of like getting whipped cream splattered on them, and they're just like looking at you or looking at the kids and like are really kind of disturbed. But I'm gonna add 1 dice to the chaos pool. And also, as
You know what all
as
this
we're-
marching reminds me of when Bilbo and the dwarves marched off towards the Misty Mountains. Am I right, guys?
I concur.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
grasp at
as
as
you're-
many straws as I can.
as you're marching through the crowd,
Oh no, a dragon comes.
a loud boom happens, and a huge tent just like flies up in the air, and up in the sky you see a red dragon that's like flying through the sky and is like about to swoop down.
I die for the cake, or the table of the cake, anyways. More for cover than for the cake at this point.
I want to scream out, "Smog! Everybody run!"
And you hear Frodo say, "Bilbo, watch out for the dragon!" Bilbo says, "Oh, dragon, nonsense! There hasn't been a dragon in these parts for 1,000 years!" And everyone is running and scattering and screaming, and you have an additional distraction. Actually, I'm going to take a dice out of the chaos pool because of that. Because even though they got a little bit suspicious at first, this commotion has completely distracted any hobbits who may have been suspicious. So, all right, and so there's a big commotion. The dragon swoops over, like almost catching a couple people on like a couple hobbits on fire, but no one is actually singed. And then, like in the distance, it just bursts into fireworks, and everyone cheers.
Yeah.
Are you guys distracted, or did you make it to the cake?
I'm totally distracted, but I'm underneath the cake.
Holier than thou about it. Be like, I'm not gonna fall or not gonna justify such juvenile deceit, but I will accompany you and just kind of like casually walk, but like trying to be like, I'm fine, I'm not scared. Let's do this. And then just kind of chill with back.
I want to be running around, being like, "Who has the black arrows to take down the dragon?"
And I'm doing like as soon as I saw the dragon, I swooped down to my my nubs or something, my elbows and my knees, and I'm like crawling in, like, oh, we're in the trenches now, and like trying to sneak and like dive under the table, under where the cake is. But then I turn around when the big explosion happens, and I'm like, and I just stay like that, just mouth agape.
So you guys have made it to the cake now, and yeah, you guys are there. What do you want to do? People are still recovering and getting up and getting things back in order.
I don't know. It's like, do I go goat or do I go cake? Do I go objective or do I go goat?
I'm gonna make you roll to resist your goat nature.
Okay. Do I roll 2d6 or what?
2 successes. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I'll give you 1 success. If you do 1 success, you could roll two dice. If you get 1 success, you can resist your goat nature.
Come on. 1 success. Well, actually, it was out of my box, so I'll re-roll that. 1 success.
Okay. So yeah, you can resist it. The cake is up on a table. You're too short to reach it.
Never fear, my friend. I want to jump up onto the table and kick it down on top of him.
Well, I'm just gonna say that the cake is the same size as the table, so there's no extra space to jump up on a table unless you're jumping directly on the cake, and you would have to jump extra high because the cake is also very tall. So
I would like to get a running start and jump into the cake to try to knock it over onto my friend.
oh my goodness.
Chaos.
Yeah, right. That's gonna add a couple of.
I was gonna say,
chaos pool.
does that mean he's gonna get caught if you roll?
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna have to get a lot of successes to get.
And once I burst out the other side of of the cake, I'm gonna be like, it's like when Smog bursted out of the Bay State Mountains. Ah! And I'm pretend like a dragon. So not only am I jumping up on top of something, but I'm recreating a scene from The Hobbit.
You got a hand. He's doing very clever things.
Yeah, no, exactly. All
When
right.
he was covered in the gold, I'll be covered in cake batter. Ah!
You're gonna need like 7 successes though to do this.
Can I help him?
We could do the Macbeth like lift again if he wants to try to headbutt things.
I was gonna headbutt the legs of the table.
Ooh, to help unstabilize it.
Yes.
It's like one of those pillared ones, those tables that is just like one.
Oh, it's perfect. That would be even easier.
And it should be top heavy since it has this giant cake.
It's got a big base on the bottom too, though.
Well, we're good. We don't know better.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm happy to help with that. I'm happy to headbutt. It's my thing.
The only
Okay.
justification I can think of is like 2d6. So I'll jump up and help Martin cheat him.
We're just
Yeah.
going for
I'll
it.
just put more like just kicking it. Be like,
Oh, like a normal.
Actually,
goat.
actually, Billy, you're just recovering. You fainted when the firework came over.
Oh, I forgot you were a fainting goat.
You're fainting, goat. You fainted because the excitement of that firework was just too much for your little goat heart.
I got 4 successes.
I have 4 successes as well.
Oh, I bet it should have made it harder than that.
Ah,
we did 8
yes.
successes.
All right, so Martin jumps up and knocks the cake off with his horn stuck in it, or like, how do you do this?
I wanted to smash through it
I think
and
what
have
happened
the rest of it fall on the floor.
is I like lock eyes with Martin, and we both basically just he jumps up. We do like the high and low. Like I go for the legs, he goes for the head, and it just gets everywhere. So the cake is just everywhere.
Oh my goodness. All right, since this is at the edge of the party and everyone is still recovering from a possible dragon attack, I'm gonna say that you managed to knock it down. It splatters kind of on the floor, but like it's in the dark area. There's not a lot of lights there. There's like maybe some barrels that they like that are blocking some of the cake that fell on the ground. So yes, you managed to get that off. There are a couple of hobbits though that are pretty close to where you are. I'm going to say they do notice, but they're also not. They're trying to be sneaky about stuff, and they're like looking through barrels, like opening up barrels, and you hear them talking amongst themselves, saying, "It's got to be in one of these barrels." Like the traveling salesman told us it would be in a barrel. That's what you hear them saying. And then they notice the cake and they're like, what? Oh my gosh, it wasn't me. And they kind of run off because they don't want to be blamed for knocking the cake off.
Yeah, it's your fault for throwing the cake on the floor. You should see Pack is just like, come on, making it dirty.
But then you do see like a greasy little like hobbit that's like that is like kind of spying on these other 2 hobbits. That's kind of like behind some barrels and just like looking and following them around.
Now, this is just because greasy to me could mean 2 different things. Like, is he literally greasy,
He's
or
just
is he
no,
like
he's just like
figuratively
he's dirty.
like
He's kind
a
of dirty and like he's just like an oily. Like if you think of like Snape, you know how he's just like oily hair
Okay,
and like you know
because-
that sketchy sort of hobbit. Like
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. More of like a up to no good kind of person.
Up to
not
no
a
good kind of-
greased up person that's
Right,
like
not-
ready to
not
go
literally.
for a slide.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know why that was the description that came into it, but this is a character, an actual character, and I think maybe that's how they described him. I'm not really sure. but-
Okay. Well, I just go eat cake.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are eating cake.
I'm eating cake.
yeah.
Might as
Let
well.
us eat cake.
It's on the
It's
floor.
This is
It was
this
the
is an
Hobbit's
intermission,
fault.
so I could have a snack.
Okay, so as you guys are eating cake, people have recovered and they're all sitting down there. They saying, "Speech! We want a speech, Bilbo." And Bilbo comes up on some barrels to give his speech, and here it goes, because I want to say it anyway, and it's gonna happen. So, oh my dear Bagginses and Boffins, Tooks and Brandy Bucks, Grubs, Chubs, Roses, Hornblowers, Bulgers, Brace Girdles, Good Buddies, Brockhouses, and Proud Foots. And then a fat hobbit that's got his feet kicked up says, "Proud feet."
Probably lick them.
You go lick his feet.
No, not now. I don't want to be noticed. I got cake all over my face.
And then you see some hobbits that are just like scowling at. This is Sackville Baggins. They're just glaring at Bilbo because they weren't announced in the speech. Today is my 111th birthday. I'm 11-1 today. Yes, and alas, 11-1 is far too short to live among such excellent and admirable hobbits. Everyone applauds and cheers. And then he says, "I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve." And then just goes silence. No. And then then he starts fiddling with something, and he says, I have things to do, and I've put this off for far too long. I regret to announce that this is the end. I'm going now. I bid you all a very fond farewell." And then Bilbo disappears, and all the hobbits freak out, and they're all running around.
Can I try and headbutt him?
But Bilbo?
Yes.
You can try, I guess, but he's invisible. So
I want to stand on top of a table and try to look for him. I don't know what's happening.
I don't either. I just saw him there and then gone, so I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, you can. I'll give you three successes if you can try and headbutt Bilbo.
Can I, because I'm eating cake, get an extra?
No, you've already finished eating your cake. Just you get 4.
Oh.
4 dice.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, you ram into a barrel and you hear a thump and you hear something fall over, and then so he was on the barrel still when you rammed into the barrel. The barrel smashes to the ground. You actually see some like inscription, some writings inside of this barrel.
Ooh.
And those 2 hobbits that you saw earlier have noticed this too, because they were looking at all the barrels, and they run over to the barrel that you've just smashed. They say, "The treasure map, that's it!" And so they try and like pick this barrel up and start like running away with it. But the greasy hobbit that you saw earlier, who is
he's really lathered up now.
Lotho Sackville Baggins, the son of Otho and Lobelia. He's like trying to chase after them, and as they're like running around with this barrel. So all that is happened. Pretty much the area starts clearing out. Is there anything you guys want to do before this party ends?
I found the invisible guy. I'm good.
I got to recreate a bunch of stuff, and I got to stand on things. I'm happy.
All right, so you guys head back to your...
Luke, did you accomplish what you wanted at this party?
Egg cake. I'm happy. And
You ate things. I was the one that ate more than you. And
You
you
did,
like
yes.
eating things.
plus, I think the surprise of just a hobbit just disappearing out of nowhere is enough for my heart to just let me faint.
Yeah, we were pretty simple goats, and then it went from that to a lot of chaos, disguises,
Why not?
looking kids, a fake dragon, and then a guy just disappearing. Like, I'm not as young as I used to be, so I can't go to parties like this all the time.
Head back to your pen, and the old gaffer is there. He's looking around quizzically because he's like maybe looking for Bilbo, but then he realized his goats were gone, and then you guys come up.
I wave.
I gotta remember, I have a hat on, and I'm covered in cake.
Yeah. So he's realized his house has been broken into, and when he sees you guys coming up, he's like, "You goats, you guys get back in here!" And he gets all mad at you and locks you up. Yeah, any final thoughts?
When's the next
Can't
party?
wait till the next party. Yeah.
All right, you guys have successfully completed all your goals, I would say. You had a very fun party, and you even investigated a bit of a sneaky like heist or like a little like investigation that was going on looking for a hidden treasure map. So yeah. You found the secret thing that was happening in the background.
I also found Bilbo.
And you found Bilbo, yes.
Well done, everyone.
Yes, very good. Good job, everyone.
Yeah,
I think
the
I made
secret
it too
objective.
easy on you, but
You
Yeah,
were
the secret
very easy
objective.
on us, but hey.
I was. First time GMing, goat mastering, DMing, whatever. All
No,
of that.
but-
So
How was it? Did you enjoy that? Or
that was fun. Yeah. Definitely want to try this one again sometime. I have some other friends who are like interested in doing it. Probably won't record it, but yeah.
man, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed being a goat. Today I was just going all out. I was like, you know what? I don't have to show up. I don't have to show up with anything but 6 dice. 8 dice maybe, but 6 dice definitely. And I'm just gonna go all out today. I'm just doing it. And
Yay.
so I did.
Yes. All
It
right.
was fun being a goat.
Any other one shots like this? I'm all for it. Let me know.
All right.
I'm
That's
in.
fun.
Great.
All right.
Right.
Thank you guys for participating and helping me do this and being a goat for a day.
Anytime. Anytime. Yes, so you want to take us out?
Yeah, sure. So thanks for listening to this little one shot. If you guys want to hear more bonus stuff in the background, you can support us on Patreon. You can access that by going to our website at rollingacrossthepond.com. And you can hear some of the other shenanigans that happens that gets edited out, or maybe some other little specials. So definitely go check that out. Check out our website and our socials on Facebook and Instagram, Rolling Across the Pond, and Twitter as well. Please draw fan art of us, our goats, and the new merch store, which is just launched on our website, where we have stuff from the Animal Kingdom. We got our couple of characters up. We're gonna get some more soon, so definitely check that out. Help support us, and yeah, that's it. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
And Luke and Isaac waved today. That is a new one.